Brittany from Alta Loma, California said, Gizelle, why is it you're very vocal about other people's relationships, but have never opened up about your own with Jamal? We saw you interrogate everyone at the table in Williamsburg, but deflected when Escala asked you about Jamal.
Are you in a relationship?
I'm not going to discuss that in front of trolls.
That's not true. I have discussed any and everything with everybody here.
But it's not at the same
It's not true, Candace.
level of vulnerability.
What she's doing is literally not just deflecting, but she's putting up a barrier because if she talks about how she really feels, she would break down. So that is her issue.
You don't know me, girl.
You don't know me either, baby girl.
I guess the thing that I'm not getting from you that I wonder about is when you let him back in and he cheats on you again.
Multiple times.
Multiple times.
Which Wendy's obviously excited about.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I'm not.
hilarious.
Speaking facts.
Okay. That had to really hurt. So when you found out, did you cry? Coming up.
I don't ever want to see my husband hurt by my mom. My family is never going to be the same. Like, I don't know how to fix it.
Jamal cheats on you again.
Multiple times.
Multiple times.
Which Wendy's obviously excited about.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I'm not.
hilarious.
Speaking facts.
Okay. That had to really hurt. So when you found out, did you cry?
No.
No.
No, I'm not a big crier. Everyone knows that. Like when we got divorced, was I crying? Yes.
Okay. I guess for me, if I was dating someone and they cheated on me and I let them back in, there would be a part of me that would feel like any hurt that I had from the first time might come back. And that pain didn't come back when he cheated on you again?
No. I feel like, you know, when you're growing up and somebody does something bad to you, if they do it again, it doesn't really hurt as much.
Really? I would think it might hurt more.
No, that's not me.
Perhaps if you could get to the place emotionally to really share your story, your truth, which, by the way, if you shared it right, you win.
Why do we not realize that everyone deals with things differently?
Oh, really, Jose?
You want to just interject in everyone's comments? Like,
what are you talking about?
I was trying to say something and you cut me off.
And everyone...
Like you can chill for a second. All I'm trying to say is just because Gizelle's not reacting to things the way you all want her to, that doesn't mean that things don't matter to her.
We're different. We deal with things differently. So it's just part of my personality.
Okay. Jen from California said, Karen, in past seasons, you and Ray had difficulties in your marriage. Knowing how painful it is, why'd you go so hard on Gizelle and shame her for a man's behavior?
I actually was shaming Gizelle for Gizelle's grown woman choices because she knows better.
So you're saying she should not have gone back
I don't
with
believe
Jamal.
Gizelle is better than that. I don't believe in my heart that you should have gone back to him. That's my
Thanks
opinion.
for your opinion.
And I stand by that.
Great.
Why do you think the new Gizelle did choose Jamal back?
I believe Gizelle was lonely. I believe that she wanted to go with something familiar instead of having to work on a new relationship, which is hard.
Okay.
It had to hurt when your daughters told you that they haven't had an example of a good relationship.
Surely, for sure.
They called you an emotional vampire.
Yes, which I had to ask them later, like, really? And you're right. My kids have seen me be very robotic.
Yes.
That was my survival. I had to be military.
Okay.
Or else I wouldn't have made it.
It is interesting to hear you say that maybe you just built up a defense mechanism while you were raising the girls and you stayed with it as a survival tactic, which completely makes sense.
Right, of course.
Gail on Instagram said, Wendy and Karen, why does someone's happiness have to be defined by a man? Every time you throw shade at Gizelle, the first thing you say is, Gizelle isn't happy because she doesn't have a man.
Let's be clear. I did not say that.
You said as you were preparing for your 25th anniversary of the institution.
25 years, yes, it's an institution. Some people ain't together for 25 seconds. Some people can't get a man out the phone. You know, Gizelle, cutting and editing is amazing. You and I had one.
You did say that. You did say that.
Let me own it. Let me own it. I needed therapy myself. That was therapy for me. I was like, let me get
this. That was therapeutic.
Because I took it for years where Giselle jabbed at me.
I never jabbed at your marriage.
I mean, you clowned Karen for a whole season about raised taxes.
Read everything that's on the back of my shirt.
Free Karen. What is that?
Free Uncle Ben, tax reform.
Giselle, you tacky as hell.
I read online that Jamal owes $800,000 in taxes.
He's not my husband. That has nothing to do with me. My taxes are paid.
Giselle, technically, since I do have the experience, let me lean on in. So technically, you were married in 2008, which that's the only year they can come back and get your ass, okay?
No, they can't.
And no, seriously, and I don't want that to happen.
No, they can't.
So
you want
technically,
after 7
I would
years,
say lawyer up, just to make sure, just look into it.
Okay, my taxes are paid. I bought a house.
I know yours are, but you were Mrs. Bryant at the time.
Karen, it's nothing to do with me.
Okay, I hope not.
Nothing to do with me. My name is
I hope not.
My name is on my house.
It actually does have something to do with you.
No, it doesn't.
Because it indirectly affects your daughters, possibly.
So my daughters are fine, as am I, and that has nothing to do with me.
All right. Well, we'll be back.